Hello and welcome back to episode 14 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So let's see about continuing our lootering. How did you manage to get all frozen here? I mean, I'm not frozen. Not even getting cold. Phil. Jackson's seen some wolves around the area, and last week Emily said she thought that she saw a bear skulking around the camp. I'm not convinced it isn't those Briarhouse thugs trying to scare us off, but just in case, keep this flare gun handy. It's the closest thing we have to a firearm. John. We don't need to take that with us. And, let's see. That is a lot of shells. That's very nice. I'm going to go ahead and grab the pistol. We'll stash it in our desk. And that way, in the event that we lose our flare pistol in, for example, a fight with a wolf or a bear...
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
I'll know where to find a spare. Eating out of the bathroom trash can. Life is hard. Okay, and you know, I think before we do any more lootering, I think I forgot to put my wolf pelt away. So, what I ought to do is not put it in the box, but instead just on the floor. Yeah, and then it can cure while we do other things.
I think I can use this.
Oh, this storm lantern is in great shape. Alright, so we're going to use up the fuel in this one. And then we'll switch over to the other one, which is in much better condition. That will be lovely. Alright, back to lootering. So, why are we here? Radio parts. That's why we're here. We're actually going to be... We're going to come back here. I don't know if we're going to come back several times, but this is not a one-stop shop, as it were.
Could end up being useful.
Wow. We've got a lot of flare gun fires. That's good. No thanks. Yes, please. Yeah, it's good because rifle ammo is pretty limited. And I definitely can't afford to shoot every wolf I come across. On the other hand, if I keep finding frozen people where they ought not be frozen, and they keep having bullets for me.
Handy.
Wow. Maybe it'll be alright after all. I don't think I can go that way. Yeah. That is not goable. Oh, and I skipped over some other stairs too. I better go back and hit those. A little disappointed that it sounds snowy in here. Suppose I can't blame them for skimping out on the sound design a little bit. They certainly had plenty of work to do. I think I mentioned this game was originally released in like 2014. Oh, okay, so there's no down upstairs. Yeah, originally released in 2014. I think after they had maybe the first 2 chapters out, there was a pretty significant overhaul. Oh, I just had a flashback to not being able to find something important in this area. Hopefully I'll have better luck this time. But yeah, so they released some chapters of the story.
What are we here?
And then they did a pretty significant overhaul. And then I think it was a long wait before Chapter 3 came out. Maybe the long wait was because of the overhaul. And then we just recently got Chapter 4, which is why we're here now. The penmanship on this note suggests the author was in a hurry. I left it in the cave. Head back out from the dam. Follow the river. Look for a cave near a clearing with a hunter's blind. Okay, so I believe... Yep. That launches the quest for the caches in the area. I need to search all this stuff.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Don't want that. Coffee is gross. Okay? It just is. That's life. I didn't make the rules. You don't have to be happy about it. But you can't make coffee not be gross.
Aid station. That sounds like what the trapper needs.
And I need to find the medical locker key, and I think that might be the thing that gave me such hell last time. Don't know why I can't use my pry bar on it, but...
That'll come in handy.
I guess we'll just say that the locker has plot armor, right? Okay. No thanks. That's pretty poor condition.
Must be something we can use to fix the shortwave.
Like a pry bar and some scrap metal?
Thank goodness.
Take that one. Not what I wanted. Don't really care about cardboard matches. So, there we go. Read text. Miscellaneous parts. Take them. Can I...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Imagine that. Alright, let's grab those. Cool, and we have this key. Cassette tape. Okay, so hopefully that wasn't the key that gave me such trouble last time, because that would be embarrassing. Carter Hydro Dam maintenance ticket. The elevator is acting up again. We've checked the mechanicals and they seem fine. Must be something glitchy in the electrical system. Keep an eye on it. It's really the only way to the turbine room. If the elevator gets stuck, it'll be a long walk before you can get back into the control room. Well, I'm sure that doesn't have any particular relevance to us or our purpose here. And I'm sure it won't present any problems for us down the road either. I'm going to do that off camera. Just got to remember to come back and do it later.
I could use this.
No thanks. Alrighty, yeah, we're almost done in here. Yes, please. Sure. Nope.
This'll come in handy.
Will it, though? No. I'm pretty sure that my jackets are better. I have to say, the year is currently 20XDX. And clearly this place is not in great shape, but given that the reason for its abandonment was geological instability, I'm pretty impressed with the general condition of the building. You might have reasonably
Industrial
expected it
strength
to...
antibiotics and very strong painkillers. Dangerous. You can get hooked on this stuff. Let's hope we don't need it.
Okay, I got stuck there for a minute, but I guess it was just so that he could talk. Can't go that way. Can I make it back to the front desk before my lantern burns out? Probably not. Maybe. I think we'll be okay. Tell you what, it doesn't really sound like going outside weather. Let's just put that there. Yeah. And we'll take you instead. Alright, now we really need to offload some stuff. Because hiking back to the cabin in all of this, carrying all of this extra weight, come on brain, not a good idea. Go ahead and have a couple of those. I guess I can swap those thermals out, huh? Let's go ahead and eat some stuff before we leave some stuff behind. Oh, and I do not need 3 liters of water. So let's leave one of those behind. That'll be good. That's a whole kilogram. We could leave a second one, but it's not that big a deal. Let's see. Spare pry bar? Yes. Spare sewing kit? Sure. We don't need all that lantern fuel. Especially since we're about to be finding more. What else we got here? Oh yeah, we don't need that right now. We're going to want it eventually, but not in a hurry. Okay, so that gets us back underweight. Let's, I'm pretty sure that it's not very friendly outside, but let's see how it looks.
I'd better check in on that old trapper.
Not in this weather, Will. We're not going anywhere right now. It's a good way to get dead. So let's see about getting refueled here while we're waiting. $58. It's probably okay. If not, we've got some time to kill anyway. Yum, gamey rabbit. Did I take that all the way from Milton with me? I think I did. Okay, we're good on calories now. I guess there's really nothing for us to do except have a little nap and see if the weather breaks. Was there a bedroll down here? I know I've got one. Might as well light back up, I guess. You know, it is the middle of the day, and if we sleep right now, we're going to have to sleep for like 18 hours before we get the sun back. Did I haven't searched in here. So and that's what I was going to say. We might as well do a little bit more searching while we're waiting for the weather to improve. I'm sure this will come as no surprise to you, but ever since the seismic activity on the island has become such an issue, it's been almost impossible to run Carter Dam profitably. Besides that, the recent eco-activism, or let's call it what it is, terrorism, has introduced new risks that have brought plant and worker safety into question. Therefore, I'm sad to report that after years of trying to modernize Carter Dam, and after the failed attempts of its original creator, the eponymous Richard Carter, I don't think that's a correct use of eponymous, it's finally time for me to also admit defeat, as he did those decades ago. No ambition of mine justifies putting your lives in danger. All workers will be transported out as soon as we can guarantee your safety. In the meantime, please keep an eye out for any suspicious activity in or around the dam. The so-called forest talkers are still active in the area. Thank you for your dedication to the cause. Yours truly, Robert Clark, CEO, Carter Hydro Energy. So he was trying not to build the dam in the first place. He was trying to renovate it and reactivate it. And that addresses a question that had been on my mind about the Forest Talkers and whether they were active in the modern era or in the old one. Given the frozen condition of the bodies we found, there really wasn't a strong reason to believe that they were newer versus older. And that rifle that we're carrying certainly isn't a particularly modern caliber. So that's not a good hint either.
Looks like this thing isn't opening unless I can get the power working again.
What an interesting thing for you to say, Will. Why would we think that that would ever be possible, given our current means? It seems pretty unlikely, after all, that the dam is ever going to run again. I mean, if a CEO of a whole company couldn't get it done, what makes you think we could? I don't think there's anything else up here for us, except that safe, which I'm going to come back to another time. Is there more upstairs for us to go? That's probably the only place that's left to check, right? Okay, so I guess we've explored the whole place now. And I don't believe I noticed the bedroll that I thought was around here somewhere. So we might as well just find a spot to spread out. And if I was going to do this for real, I don't think I would stay very close to the door, but it doesn't seem to make much difference, so... please tell me that I actually remembered to bring the bedroll. I didn't see it. I didn't bring the bedroll, did I? Unless I stashed it in the desk. That would have been clever of me, wouldn't it? Oh, where did I put the bedroll, That was dumb, wasn't it? I don't think I've got many options then. That really was dumb. That was super dumb. Might have to just wait for a few hours and hope for the best. I could brave the storm and just go across the way. We're done in here for now. Ooh. Want to do some more reading first? In the 1960s, a small hydroelectric dam was built on the Carter River. The project was engineered and financed by industrial magnate Richard Carter, who intended to use power from the dam to sustain a small town he planned to build for the growing workforce across his mining empire. Unfortunately, a combination of setbacks due to seismic activity, which resulted in several deaths and forced the shutdown of one of his mines, and a drop in the price of coal and copper in the late 1960s bankrupted Carter, who abandoned the nearly completed project. In the 1980s, there were multiple attempts to modernize Carter Dam and bring it back online, but by then changes to the local climate and the hydrodynamics of the Mystery Lake area, as well as external public pressure in support of the newly minted Mystery Lake Provincial Park, resulted in Carter Dam being shut down for good in the late 1990s. Labor disputes and early eco-activism by a small group of environmentalists, billing themselves the Forest Talkers, resulted in the sudden closure of the dam, primarily for the employees' safety. A skeleton crew of maintenance workers were actually trapped in the dam for days, until mediators could extract them. No violence was reported, but the event served to galvanize the forest talkers who felt their success in keeping Carter Dam shut down validated their continued work to protect Great Bear's further development and exploitation. Protect against Great Bear's further development and exploitation? Well, whatever. Alright, let's see if we can make it across the way. Hopefully our friend Mr. Bear has moved on to, shall we say, greener pastures. Burned up a lot of lantern oil hanging out in there. Well, I guess with our new gear, the blizzard actually isn't as bad as I initially thought. We could make the trek back. Oh, now it's getting cold. Okay, I think this is the good one. So we'll just have ourselves a little nap and see if it gets better. Yeah. Let's just sleep for 1 hour and see how it goes. Doesn't sound improved. How about another hour? And then soon we're just going to have to sleep it through the night. Yep, that's still not improved. Alright, let's give it 2 hours. 14 whole degrees Celsius in here. It's practically a sauna. Okay, well, it's dark now, so we might as well sleep it out. We're going to be thirsty in the morning. But the wind has let up. Let's go ahead and have a little drinky drink. Have several little drinky drinks. Might as well just finish off the soda, I guess. Okay, and now maybe we can find our way outside and see how bad it looks. I think we can do this. It is quite dark. I'm sorry about that. But we shouldn't waste any more calories than we have to. I don't want to put myself in another situation like I did in episode 1, where I hung out in the region until all of the local calories were pretty much exhausted. It's a bigger region, and I might not have to worry about it so much because of the fish situation, but even so, better not to take too many chances. And with any luck, the sun will start coming up soon. Nice to be out for a little morning walk and not hear the wolves. Although they'll probably start shooting off their mouths any minute now. So we got some medical supplies and we got some radio parts. So hopefully we can get the trapper patched up. And actually, what good is it going to do to repair his radio? Does he have electricity out there? It can't be a crystal radio. Those things can't transmit. And also, they don't hear very well, unless you've got a pretty strong signal to listen to. And if there's no electricity, then what does it matter if the radio is repaired? Well, maybe we should just not worry ourselves too much about that. There's a wolf over there to the right. You probably can't see him. We shouldn't be very stinky. I ate the rabbit meat and I left the wolf pelt behind. So hopefully he'll leave us be. We were pretty minimally stinky before, though, so I don't know. I think we're all right. God damn it. Why did I have to shoot off my mouth? Yeah, off you go. It would have been alright to use a flare, but could always use another wolf pelt too, right? I need to double check if I'm actually right about just not being able to eat wolf meat at all. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, but man, would it ever be convenient if there was a way to safely eat it. Because it's not like there are many options available. The temperature just dropped, I believe. Yeah, it looks like in the pre-dawn hours the wind is coming up. So we might need to... Oh good, and we're walking into the wind. So let's see. Yep, it's quite windy now, isn't it? So I think we might need to make a little stopover in the ranger station before we head back to the trader. Give the sun a chance to come up a little bit more. Might wind up having to sleep some more after all. Look at that, even that tree with no leaves is swinging around in the wind. It must really be howling. Did we get to see what the name of the new episode is? Or did we miss it because I skipped the intro? In case I did, the name of this episode is... Oh, that's just a house on the lake, okay. The name of this episode is Luminance Fugue, which is a pretty weird sounding name, but it will become somewhat less weird once we see a particular event, having advanced the story a little bit. And all we have to do is survive the wind for a little bit, and then maybe we'll get to see it. I mean, it's not going to happen tonight, but I don't think we're going to have to wait too long. Alright, well, we made it to safety again. And I think, yes, we are gonna have ourselves a short little nap. And then we'll resume. Sun should be up pretty quick. And hopefully, the wind won't be. Ah, yes. Bedroll. Look at that. Oh, and I left one behind here. Okay, so when we head back up to the dam, or rather when we head back out after taking care of the trapper, I think I'm going to try and remember to take one of those bedrolls and just stash it at the dam. Although, I don't know, maybe that's not really necessary. After all, there is that little cabin across the way. And holing up in the dam itself isn't really that big of a deal. Anyway, it looks like we're all out of time for episode 14, so come back and see me again in episode 15 for some exciting first aid action and also a very thrilling radio repair. Talk to you soon.